My husband divorced me thinking I would fall apart. He found out why they called me the Queen Bee. My husband Gabe and I met in our mid-20s through a mutual friend, dated for 2 years, got married, and for the first 5 years things were good. I was an event planner, and he was in commercial real estate. He knew I was popular in high school, student council president, prom committee, volleyball captain. I organized everything, and people followed my lead. He called me the Queen Bee as a joke, and I laughed. But over time, the joke changed. When I planned dinners or handled something he forgot, he would say, "There she goes again," and roll his eyes. If I took charge, he told people my wife has to run everything. If I corrected him, he would say, "Watch out, the Queen Bee is stinging." He used it to shrink me, like the thing that made me good at my job and good at keeping our life together was something to be embarrassed about. By year 6, he was pulling away, stopped asking about my work, started going out without me, and when I asked where he had been, he said I did not need to manage his schedule. He had been seeing someone from his office, a woman named Bridget, whom he described to a friend as easygoing and low maintenance. She was simple, and I was too much. He filed for divorce, sat me down and said he did not want this anymore, said I was controlling and intense, and he needed someone who let him breathe, said living with me was like being managed, and he was done being one of my projects. He said that to a woman who spent 6 years making sure every part of his life ran smoothly. I did not cry in front of him. I said okay, and asked him to leave. The first month was hard. I will not pretend it was not. But I am the person I have always been. I plan, I organize, I execute. That did not stop because my husband left. It kicked in harder. I called a lawyer and had the paperwork reviewed in a week. I found an apartment and signed the lease before the house even went on the market. I split our finances cleanly because I had kept track of everything since year 1. He was surprised at how fast it all moved. He told our mutual friend that he thought I would fight him on it or fall apart, and instead, I treated the divorce like a project and had it done in 3 months. He said it like it was a bad thing. Like my ability to function without him was proof that I never needed him, rather than proof that he underestimated me. Within 6 months, I had my own place, a promotion at work, and a social life that did not revolve around managing his. My friends came back. Not that they had left, but they came back fully. The ones who had pulled away because Gabe made every gathering about himself started showing up again. Dinners at my place on Fridays, trips planned months out, group chats that were active every day. I did what I have always done. I brought people together, and I made sure everyone was taken care of, and they loved me for it the same way people did in high school. Not because I was bossy, because I was the one who remembered birthdays and checked in when someone went quiet and made things happen when nobody else would. That is what being the Queen Bee actually meant. Gabe never understood that. He saw the control, but he never saw the care underneath it. Meanwhile, Gabe's life started shrinking. The friends we shared as a couple started choosing me, not because I asked them to, but because I was the one who had always held the group together. And without me doing that for him, he had no infrastructure. He stopped getting invited to things because he was never the one who organized them. I was. His relationship with Bridget lasted about 4 months. I heard from a friend that she ended it because he was distant and dismissive, and she told someone he made her feel like she was not enough. Same pattern, different woman, he just needed someone new to feel superior to. Our mutual friend told me Gabe ran into a guy from my high school at a work event about a year after the divorce. The guy did not know Gabe was my ex. He just mentioned my name and said I was the one person from school who kept everyone connected. He said I organized every reunion, kept the group chat going, and checked on people when things got hard. He said everyone always said the same thing about me, which was that I was the reason the friend group still existed 20